Karen shoved my 8-month pregnant wife in our driveway over a ridiculous parking dispute. When I stepped between them and pushed Karen back, she immediately called police. She did not realize I was an Army military police officer. I knew exactly what constituted assault and lawful self-defense. My name is Shane, Staff Sergeant in the United States Army. I serve in the Military Police Corps at Fort Hood, Texas. For 11 years, I have enforced military law precisely. I investigate incidents and understand legal distinctions clearly. My training demands discipline and calm under extreme pressure. Karen had no idea who she placed hands upon. She committed assault in front of someone professionally trained. I was never going to let anyone threaten my family. We live in Catchin Heights outside Fort Hood's main gate. The subdivision was built in 2017 for military families. Nearly 70% of residents are active duty soldiers. We chose it for short commutes and community support. Neighbors understand deployments and late-night duty calls. The HOA handles basic maintenance and community pool operations. For 4 peaceful years, everything functioned smoothly. Then Karen moved in 8 months ago. She carried herself like she commanded the entire neighborhood. She ran for the HOA board immediately and won. Most residents were too busy with duty schedules. Within 6 weeks, she became HOA president. Within 3 months, she micromanaged everything aggressively. Her biggest obsession quickly became neighborhood parking enforcement. She hated vehicles parked on streets or driveways imperfectly. Violation notices appeared constantly for minor positioning issues. Jessica and I had 0 problems until recently. Jessica is 8 months pregnant with our first son. The pregnancy has been physically exhausting for her. She suffers severe back pain and swollen ankles daily. Her doctor advised minimizing unnecessary walking whenever possible. Our driveway fits 2 cars parked one behind another. I park in the garage to give her easier access. Jessica parks her sedan in the driveway comfortably. Karen decided the car was positioned too far forward. The first violation notice appeared 3 weeks ago. It claimed sidewalk clearance obstruction beyond property limits. I measured immediately after reading the accusation carefully. The bumper sat 18 inches from the sidewalk edge. There was absolutely no encroachment onto public property. No HOA rule mentioned any sidewalk clearance zone. I ignored the baseless warning confidently. A week later, another notice arrived with fines. $300 for continued parking violation. It demanded the vehicle be moved into garage. I called Karen directly to address it. I explained the car was fully on our property. She claimed it created visual obstruction and safety hazards. That claim was completely false and unsupported. I told her the car would not move. She threatened accumulating fines and ended the call. That Monday, I left for a 5-day training exercise. I hated leaving Jessica so close to her due date. We spoke every evening while I was away. Wednesday night, she sounded shaken and upset. Karen had confronted her aggressively about the car again. She threatened towing if it was not moved. Jessica told her she physically could not maneuver garage access. Karen accused her of being deliberately difficult. I told Jessica to call base MPs if needed. Friday afternoon, I returned home around 3 o'clock. Jessica's car remained parked exactly where it belonged. At 4:30, I heard raised voices outside. Karen stood in our driveway beside Jessica's sedan. Jessica held her lower back, visibly uncomfortable. Karen demanded immediate relocation of the vehicle. Jessica calmly refused and explained her condition again. Karen threatened to call a tow truck instantly, stepped outside and ordered her off property. She claimed it was official HOA business. Jessica tried walking toward the house to disengage. Karen stepped directly in front of her path. She told my wife she was not walking away. Jessica quietly asked her to move aside. Instead, Karen placed both hands on Jessica's shoulders. She shoved my pregnant wife backward forcefully. Jessica stumbled and reached for her stomach protectively. I caught her before she could fall. I stepped between them immediately and created distance. I warned Karen never to touch my wife again. She tried moving toward Jessica once more aggressively. I placed one hand on Karen's shoulder firmly. I pushed her back, using minimal necessary force. She stumbled 2 steps, shocked and furious. She screamed that I had assaulted her. She called 911, claiming I attacked her. I helped Jessica safely inside our home. Colleen police officers arrived within 8 minutes. Karen demanded charges against me for assault. I identified myself as Army Military Police. I informed officers my wife was 8 months pregnant. I showed them security footage from our garage camera. The video clearly showed Karen shoving Jessica first. Officers determined Karen was the primary aggressor. They explained my actions qualified as lawful defense. We requested a formal report and protective order. The judge later granted a 1-year restraining order. 3 weeks later, our son was born healthy and safe.